All right, folks, welcome back to Triumph Stream. We're here on to Nuke, and we have a wild fan to the right of me. He's showing off the new Triumph merchandise that has been leaked. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Triumph management. I'm so sorry for leaking your merchandise there. In any case, we're going to be getting in here into Nuke, and that's going to be. I think this could be a very, very competitive game. This is something where Recon 5, this is kind of their zone. This is home turf for them. They do pick this very often. And they've taken some big wins this season, but maybe that format train, maybe train, could have shaken them up a bit.
Coming into that. By the way, I did this shirt literally like 15 minutes before stream with a marker, so like...
I forgot to unmute you there for a second, by the way. Just.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, the world can hear you
Okay,
now.
perfect, cool. Well, yeah, I did this shirt with a marker, but yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit of a confidence breaker coming from that last map. If you are Recon 5, so I mean, this is like your chance, of course, to get back into the series. You know, this is a map where you feel significantly more confident. So you know, this is they've got a 50% on both sides for both the T and the CT side for this map. So like, I feel confident in giving Recon 5 a pretty good shot at taking this map away and taking us to our third pick of Overpass. But the question is then, you know, Overpass still is a map that favors Triumph. So, you know, like,
will this have an effect?
Yeah, that's the question that's at hand. You know, I think what we need to see from Recon 5 is just everybody get red hot, hit every shot in order to make this look doable for them. And, you know, with where Triumph is like and where they're playing right now, like, we'll have to see. It's we'll have to see some crazy plays.
Yeah, I don't think really Triumph have actually, like, or at least, Recon 5 have really proved themselves to say, yeah, they could really, really win this series right now. That was a very uninspiring train. I will say a couple of nice multi-frags. I mean, Saturn began to wake up just a little bit. There were some moments from Cobra going in for some opening frags, but he wasn't really using the AWP that much. And on the CT side, there were some signs of life if you were Recon 5 rather. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, as a team-wide performance, I didn't really see much from Recon 5 there on train.
Yeah, in like Triumph still has a 58% win rate on Nuke. So it's like you're looking at a difference of like 6%. You're looking at a difference of like basically like one map if I went and actually looked at it. And actually, yeah, looking at it, yes, it's the difference of one map. So, and let's see if I can, I'll see if I can figure out who they were playing there. But like, it doesn't really speak to them that this will be inherently leaning towards Recon 5 in any regard. Yeah, it's just they're gonna have to light up.
Yeah, we're gonna find that out. The questions will be answered here and now. We're getting into the pistol round, ladies and gentlemen. As I might need to do this, give you guys the blessing of audio, and we'll get into this game. Well, I mean, all games, they start zip, but look at the utility. Okay, that's something to speak of immediately. Look at the utility belts for Recon 5 to start this.
Well, they've certainly got a plan coming into their T side here, so it looks like they'll probably be setting up for that the El Clasico A-site pump with all the utility.
3 mollies.
But man, look at this. I think Triumph is ready for this setup. Look where B-Wills is. He's going to be impact player.
Cobra's going to open up with the first kill, though, and a gooch to boot. But Viz, okay, frags all across the board. It is carnage out of Squeaky, and it goes all the way down to a 2 versus 2. But Cooper's tapping away, and he's looking to take this round in his own hands. Jake has already rotated down to the lower side, but I don't think Cooper like, realizes.
Where's the player?
Austin tapping away. Austin has a USP of his own, so this could get equally as risky. Shake Zola is confident, though, that Austin's going to go for this vent drop. Instead, he's trying to wrap outside, the timing favoring Cooper as well. It will allow Austin to get up and, well, jump up, give Cooper a little bit of a scare. Cooper's not feeling it. He doesn't want to go for this fight, so instead he'll have free passage in the A-bomb site to be able to set this bomb down. And Shake Zola is on the wrong side of the map, so Cooper is effectively in a 1 versus 1. I'm pretty sure he should be waiting for his teammate, unless he wants to give Austin a chance in this one. There he goes, Shake Zola lugging his way back over up towards heaven. And here comes the retake. They're going to be jumping down into the bomb site. Shake Zola has smoke and a kit. He's going to be wrapping around. What a shot from Austin! But Shake Zola is sticking it. Shake Zola has stuck the bomb. I mean, I swear he gets a ninja defuse every day of his life. He wakes up to a ninja defuse. He goes to sleep to one. I believe that's the 4th ninja defuse I've seen Shake Zola pull off. At least since in my casting, in my time casting Triumph. He's definitely fond of those, and he'll get it again.
I almost said that Cooper might have blundered that one by not immediately reaggressing up the ladder as fast as he could and shooting him on the plant. But, you know, it ends up working out anyways, you know, waiting for that player to come in, and Shake just, of course, doing what Shake does best. And that'll put a round on the board for Triumph that really looked like it might have been leaning towards Recon 5 there. So,
yeah.
Strong outside presence right now from both squads.
Ooh, but an opener for Cobra. That's where the action lies. B-Will's already gone on the A bomb site, and that's a little bit of an error from Triumph. You shouldn't be giving up those opening frags. T-side can definitely utilize them. Ooh, Cobra gonna lose his head, though. Perhaps the mistake's going both ways. Again, in chess, you blunder, and your opponent blunders right back. And we're back in an even scenario. But Saturn still... Okay, so just one-on-one duels going the way of Recon 5 so far. This is odd.
Yeah, now the Triumph players are really set up in a place where they can trade each other out. And Shake's about to meet the hands of Austin here. Does get his way behind the vent. Things are going to start to get a little bit awkward quickly as they do set up for this A topside play. Nobody watching for it right now. Shake!
He's only going to go for one. But Viz from the heavens, he's also going to go one and done as well. Trades going the way of Recon 5. It's a bit of a stock exchange out here on A bomb site. But Cynic, resurfacing from the vents, has an opportunity, can find Jaspip, now just leaving Austin, and Cynic has isolated down the potential places where Austin can be playing from. He's going to go in for the fake defusal, but Austin seems like he is aware of someone is approaching, knocking at the door, and he's going to go out and give him a warm welcome, and Recon 5 welcoming themselves their first.
All right, getting a little back and forth action. I'd say honestly, the biggest mistake that Triumph seemed to be making into that round was just they were all playing super individual spots and never really felt like they were in positions where they could really trade each other out if they died, and it kind of hurt them there because they allowed Recon 5 to slowly pick off those CTs until they were just in positions that were hard to play with in Cooper.
Oh, 2 headshots just to kick it off, and he's looking for more. He's going to keep swinging. He's feeling confident. He is feeling it. Saturn keeps giving him a head, and maybe you might want to think twice about that, Saturn, before you go for that. And also, Cynic is making some moves, collecting that information off the back of those 2 disgusting openers from Cooper.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, is that Jazz sitting in the vent?
He's actually already out towards Squeaky. He's going to try and boost up over the top. He does make a sound cue. Luckily, no one's there to hear it. Everyone knows that saying. If a tree falls in a forest... Or what is it? I can't remember. Anyways...
Yeah, no, you were on the right track.
Was I?
On the right track.
Okay, well, anyways, B-Will's going to catch Jazzy looking the wrong way, swinging out on the perfect timing there. But still, the weaponry disadvantage is a real threat. So, Recon 5 will even out. Cooper does scavenge himself an AK-47 to use in this one. And Shake Zola has already made his way out to Hut. So, it's up to the CTs. How are they going to activate themselves? Oh, but Austin just walks in, receives a blow to the face from the Deagle. Now just leaving Saturn in the clutch, playing out from the vent, and Cooper, instant headshot. 3 kills for him. Picks up the AK as well and does it with that. Versatile is he. And Triumph, the Force Buy Wars have been initiated, Jacob.
You love to see it. Yep, the Force Buy Wars are back. The second round break wars are back. And also, it really seems like they... it was looking a little bit closer for a second, but, you know, Triumph just kind of had so much time to work with, and the T's weren't able to really delay them enough, where the neither of them having a kit really never became a factor. So 2-1, and Triumph back on track to make their CT side a little bit stronger. And of course, we'll see the force come in from Recon 5, and we've seen this, you know, time and time again, and we saw it a lot on Train as well. How potent these Deagles really can be. That's an interesting spam.
So just a spread out approach here from Recon 5. Just deagles across the board. But actually Cynic taking, I say just deagles across the board. Cynic trying to make this not your regular old round. He wants this to get a bit interesting. But for now, I mean, this T side's spread out very thin. They're going to use what little smokes they have to at least throw a ruse the way of the CTs. Instead, it's Shake Zolo playing this off angle. I swear, it's played so commonly, but it's never really checked.
It's the NAF spot, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Opening frag the way of Triumph in this round. Things go from bad to worse as Cobra gets his socks knocked off. Twice on the deagles, though. Will take a gun out of the hands of Cynic. But still, just going to be locked down. It should be, at least. Ooh.
Yeah, unless we see something crazy here twice.
Okay.
Good for another. Only 20 HP, but it's a 1v2. Got to double peek him here. They're forcing this out.
If Twice finds a way to win this, I will lose my mind.
I'm going to have to make a Recon 5 shirt.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, he's going to have to, yeah. Going to have to break up the mark.
Logo's a little hard to draw, though, so I mean...
Yeah.
That's a little, I don't know, deer, whatever the heck that is. Yeah, Viz will keep it clean, though. They do lose a couple of guns. It's not super detrimental to them. They will be kind of, will probably only have a FAMAS in at least one of their hands. They did bring over an AK, though, so we'll see how they decide to play this out. But this will put Recon 5 back onto Tech 9's Deagles. It looks like Cynic, no, they do get full rifles, so they're you know, only on 2 kits, and their utility is a little bit limited, but it's not like they're going up against much. And Viz in the perfect position to just start cleaning them up on ramp, and I believe Twice taking a lot of molly damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Recon 5...
I think it was a floor-to-ceiling molly.
Yeah, well, they're they're looking to take some risks here, going into Viz. It's an AK to meet them on the other side, and actually awesome with an instant dink and a body shot. AK will be retrieved, but B-Wills is already here down towards the lower site, and Saturn is going to be opened up the doors, ding-dong ditch for Mr. B-Wills. And,
Man, dude, the Tech 9, I feel, is so dangerous, and I feel like it's like, we see it used a lot in NA Premier, but I feel like it's so underutilized everywhere else. Like, it's like the NA Premier, like, hand cannon almost, like, between that and the Deagle. Like,
yeah.
Tech 9 is dope, dude. I love to see whenever, like, some of these sick plays come out. Jazz will be on the ump here, which is a little bit of a, I'm not really sure.
Limiting factor.
Whenever I use that one, yeah, but their utility is also pretty limited when it comes to that, but they do have something to work with. They're kind of around the same level as what Triumph's got to work with. Cynic and Saturn going to be playing a little bit of a game on the side of the door, but Cynic's just completely prepared for it and just close the door right back on him.
Peekaboo!
Getting 2 there is probably the best outcome that you can ask for.
Yeah. Well,
Twice is low as well.
But Viz, Triumph, they seem poised to go on the aggressive. They're going to take a bit of a peek. Actually, they try to boost up to get a spot into heaven, but Cooper has flanked all the way around him. Jaspimp, an opportunity to spray them all down, but it leaves Twice with 12 HP. He has recovered the bomb, though. That is his saving grace. He can descend down into the vents, into the lower site, get that bomb planted, get that money, maybe more importantly. But there's also the round on the line in this one. And that's definitely what Twice is looking for. He's going to be able to punch in the digits. That will reveal his position, so that will send Triumph scrambling. But Twice has plenty of time to work with here.
Oh, Cooper, the timing there. Is Twice going to be able to catch him in the back of the head?
Oh, he spots him. But, oh, B-Will's walking with the knife out, and now Twice knows where Cooper is playing from. He has all the information. He has all the cards. And now Twice coming in from control. Cooper coming in on a timing, though. Is Cooper going to be ready for this? I don't think he is. Twice seems like he might have this one on lock. He's going to drop a molly in, and Twice doesn't have the health for that. He's going to cook. Twice is going to cook, and unfortunately, he plays his hand too early. And the bluff does not work. At least it works for Cooper, not for Twice. He will fold. And 5 now for Triumph.
Yeah, they will get the buy-in here. They will be able to get some guns. It'll be mainly a Galil buy. But they are able to buy in off of the bomb plant. The op does come into the hands of Cooper, so we will be able to see that going into round number 7 here. But that's got to be, an absolute desk beater if you're Twice. It feels like there's been so many of those moments in this series alone, where it just felt like complete, like, oh man, so close, they could have had it.
It's just a couple of if, ands, or buts, just things like that. If he wasn't on that 12 HP, that would have been such a doable round, but he got knocked down early, and, well, it comes back to bite him. Here comes Cynic, though, playing from Tetris, playing out from the box, and he's going to get himself a third. He's looking for more. Cooper's going to fire off from the back lines. The artillery dealing the damage. Just leaving Jaspimp here at Hut, 4 HP, and Cynic already closing in, but it doesn't even matter. Viz is going to finish him off, clean up the round, 6-1, quick as you like it. Top hit does not go the way of Recon 5 whatsoever, and Triumph are steamrolling.
Of course, if you're Recon 5, you're not mega concerned about, dropping tons of T-sided rounds, but at some point you do have to be winning some of those. We're no longer in the era of being able to win like 3 rounds and then, being like, yeah, we've won, so it's Nuke no longer is such a CT-sided map. Of course, it still is biased in that way, but you at this level, you really do need to be picking up some of those rounds. So finally seeing a little bit of walking outside action. Cobra taking a lot of damage. I'm not quite sure if that was a tag. Yep, looks like it was.
Oh. And he's going to find more than just damage. He's going to find kills, except, well, he's going to meet an end himself. Cooper trying to pull up a similar 4K, but instead he just missed a couple of shots. Jazzy opened it up with 2 and a third. Clean into this ramp room, blowing the round wide open. And now, what can Triumph do? They're split on the wrong side of the map. I think they're making their way towards the upper bomb site. Indeed, they are. They should be setting down this bomb. This should be a save for Triumph.
Yeah, Shake stuck in secret. Cynic all the way back down by double doors. Hold on to these guns, because now their economy is kind of screwed up. So Recon 5 finally achieving a break in the economy. So they will be able to kind of start to work off of this. They're kind of pulling themselves out of loss bonus, though, so it's not like they're going to be able to they'll have to pull up they'll have to string them together. That's what I'm trying to say. They've got to start putting these together now that they've gotten this one, so that they can continue to build their economy up, because their economy is still shaky enough. And as they start to take guns away, you start to make their next round look even sketchier. And you see that now, they'll be able to buy AKs, but, they'll be limited. They'll have a lot of limiting factors coming into this next one.
Yeah. And, well, for
Triumph, on the other hand.
Yeah, I think that they're a little bit worse off than Recon 5. I think they're going to be going for an eco. B-Wheels will be dropped over at Deagle, and that's just about it. Viz on a P250. Not really much to speak of here for Triumph, except for those saved rifles. We'll see how active they are. I hate it when teams sort of let their one rifle or their 2 rifles just be very passive. And you can see that Sheikh Zula, he's agreeing with my sentiment. He's going to be playing very aggressive outside, trying to use his weaponry to his advantage. He's going to get tagged through smoke, though, and now he's pinned down. All 5 members, he still gets 1, though. How is he getting kills out of this equation? Still, Triumph looking to aggress forward at Cooper. Catches the timing, picks up an AK. He'll scamper off with this one. Man advantage for Triumph, and they've retrieved some weaponry while they're at it.
Oh dear. Okay, so round now wide open. You've got 2 AKs in the hands of your CTs, although Cynic in a really tough spot. The Molotov just goes down the fence, so he's in a position where he might be able to get something done here. Oh, but the Heaven player Twice able to make it do. Cooper is in a position to be the backstab in the situation. Oh,
Viz is emerging from Hut. He's going to catch out Twice. Can he get the bomb planter? No. Cobra there with the quick trade. But in this 2-on-2, Cooper still wielding an AK, and he's going to do it better with it, it seems. He is trying to make his case to be a rifler, but Jaspimp, he's been the saving grace here for Recon 5 here so far on Nuke. He's going to try and fake the drop in. Cooper does it with the AK without a drop of armor on him as well. No Kevlar needed. He does it with everything but the op, it seems.
Cooper's just going off. Eggman today, just playing fantastic. And, oh gosh, it's just Recon 5 getting so close in so many rounds, but the conversions just aren't happening. And Triumph back up on to 7, 1 round away from, essentially taking the half here. which is expected for the side they are on. But Recon 5, 2 rounds in, you'd expect they'd be trading them out a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been very successful. There have been so many close rounds, I do have to admit. So many swing rounds that were potentially the case. Okay, and actually a solid opener there for Cobra to kick it off. But there's been a lot of swing rounds that Recon 5 have been losing, and that's been very, well, it's been quite to their detriment so far.
Yeah, very tough to deal with. And it's like those are all tilting rounds, you know, those all affect the team atmosphere. Those all put you in a situation where you're like, guys, what are we doing? You know, and it's got to take, you know, a super level head and, you know, a very strong team to be able to take those kinds of losses and say, go next. And as they say that,
into the A bomb site again. It just falls by the wayside for Recon 5. They go 3 for 1 in this mini split. You'll see if Cobra can scrape anything out. And in the I mean, it's always in the meantime. Meanwhile, a lot of players are just getting picked off one by one off the extremities. In the 2-on-3, perhaps it's doable, but now Cobra revealing his position. There's no secret to where he's playing from. A little bit of desperation shots, perhaps. Cobra, I mean, Recon 5, they're giving up these advantages when they can just hold on to them.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking a lot of duels where it's, you know, they had 2 players remaining there, right? You know, and then they just kind of, they aren't in position to make any plays off of that. And Cobra is in just, he's really close to losing this off.
In dire straits.
From the back line. Yeah, and that's a free op handed over to them. I don't know if they'll pick it up.
They're not even going to pick it up.
They're just feeling it on the rifles right now. And they'll just completely pick up rifles for the whole squad, and it makes sense. Recon 5, you know, they'll be probably on, yep, looks like they'll be upgrading their pistols coming to this next one. They do pick up an AK and a MAC-10 though, so maybe this is an attempt to kind of refarm their way into having some sort of a semblance of an economy. Ooh, yeah, and it just, like, the Recon 5 players have been out of position so many times where it's just been these one-on-one duels. And if you're consistently losing that, as I say that, out of the HUD...
Ooh, it's just a spray down. It's just, there's nothing there. Recon 5 are again going to leave this round completely empty-handed, dealing 50 damage total, expending all 5 players, dealing 50 damage. That is...
25 seconds.
That's not a result if you want if you're Recon 5. I mean, they've been falling flat, at least. Not even just in this series. Versus High Coast, it was a similar story to this. They kind of got beat down by High Coast, and I mean, it's sad to see that we're seeing a similar set of circumstances.
Yeah, here they are. I mean, they've got twice on the deagle. Cooper outside again, dude. He's just playing this spot. He does get traded out twice, able to make that deagle work, but Fizz has another response. Austin chilling out. Bomb does get recovered, so 4v3. This isn't completely undoable, but Cynic's in a great position to make it even worse. Recon 5, Saturn twice left alone. Shake Sul in a perfect position to pick off Saturn, not even looking. Side of the head, twice with a deagle. And this is a 10th looking like for Triumph. And Viz will confirm it.
Yeah, you could just, this is tilt setting in if you're Recon 5. There's no other way to put it. They're walking in one by one, losing these one-on-one duels. I think everyone is on Recon 5 is just feeling angry that they're playing angry Counter-Strike. They're walking out one by one, trying to do everything on their own, and losing 10-2, getting beat down on your own map pick. They're getting steamrolled right now. That was one example of it, and hopefully they can flip the script just a little bit.
Oh no, Shake.
And it just keeps going worse. It keeps getting worse and worse. Shake Zola even outside. He's going to try and finish the spray. No, not quite the 6th shot that was expected, but it's still an opening frag here for Triumph. Well, they will trade out. Cooper there on top of the roof. Just going to be watching over on patrol outside. 2-on-4 already. They've made their way down secret, though, but not anymore, as Viz is going to send him up to heaven. Jaspin trying to make his way out. Instead, Shake Zola's going to team kill his teammate.
I think that was planned.
Yeah. Shake
Zola. He's like, he saw his teammate. He was aiming at... He was aiming at him. He wasn't even aiming. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh man. And at this point, you know, Triumph is just kind of coasting to the finish. You know, they've got so much money to work with here. You know, they can put this on to, you know, a 13-2 half if they so wish. And, you know, I don't see anything that tells us Recon 5 is going to start pulling these rounds anytime soon. And it's not like they really have that much time to work with either. You've let Triumph just start to run away. They will get their way down secret, though, and they won't take any damage in the process of doing so. This might be their best chance yet at making something happen. They have hit this B-bomb site very sparingly.
But that's Cobra. Maybe that's sparingly enough. Who knows? Maybe they should have started hitting it earlier in the round, early in the game, because this is actually going very well to start off this one for Recon 5, but they've had scenarios go awry before, and this is this is going to be one of them. A 3-on-5. Gifted over. Now in the 2 versus 2, though, Saturn does stabilize, but only somewhat. Going down to the 1 versus 1. Crossfires are exceptional, though, from Recon 5. It looked like they might have been tossing that one away, but nay. Triumph finally falter just a little bit and allow Recon 5 some breathing room.
Yeah, okay. So now you've at least gotten yourself on a 3, so this is working. Now you're in the final round of the half. And you got to end this one out with a bang. Get yourself a little bit of confidence going into your CT side, because, you know, you can't be, you know, they've got to hope that they can get that pistol as well. Like, there's so many things that have to go right for them to come back into this map, but coming into this final round, you got to make yourself a statement that you're saying, hey, we're not done yet. But Twice going down is not going to put any confidence into that. Cobra does trade it out.
And a headshot from Saturn as well. So into the retake they go, but the nade from B-Wheels does finish off the bomb planter, so that'll put a bit of delay to Recon 5's plans, but instead, Cobra with the double spray down. Excellent spray control and a little bit of love being shown by Jaspim to his teammates. So an excellent bomb site take. Cobra breaking it open and finishing it off, closing it down. So some solid stuff towards the end of it, but I mean, maybe it could just be Triumph getting a little complacent towards the end of it. They're feeling good about themselves. Still on 11-4, and some people say this is a CT-sided map. Well, not 11-4 CT-sided. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think, you know, at this point, okay, you know, I wouldn't. Okay, I'll hot take. I don't think that those last two. I think, you know, they worked because Triumph wasn't expecting those plays necessarily. You know, they were very quick. But I think it kind of came down to a couple of multi-kills. I mean, they lost so many 1v1, you know, they let themselves get picked off again, you know, and it just came down to individual plays to make those rounds happen. So I wouldn't put a lot of worth into, you know, those takes being very good. But hey, at least now they don't have to worry about taking anything, at least in this map.
Yeah.
Or, well, they'll have to worry about some retakes, but, you know, into the second half, 4-11.
Yeah.
It's not optimal, but it's doable. So they were able to get those final 2 rounds, maybe get a little bit of momentum going again. But again, they're still in an awkward position. You know, this is kind of the same sort of deal where you're looking at going into as the sides flipped on train as well. So
yeah,
we'll finally get back into it. Match is live, and we will have Recon 5 onto their CT side, and let's see what they can do with their pick. They do have 2
the dualies, and I'm just gonna say this: it looked really good on train. We're gonna see what these guys have to offer. If they face off against one of these top hits, this could be a bloodbath. And Nitro has tried to do this a couple of times. I think there's been some hilarious clips of the dualies doing the #EpicFail. But hopefully,
look at this ramp. They've got so much ramp presence, and they've even got Twice coming all the way back around to Secret here. 2 players wrapping around outside for the T, so this will be an A site hit, and the only person here is Saturn.
And he's about to lose his head to the Glocks. Viz doing very well for himself in the pistol round, but okay, the dualies will ring out 1 kill for the pair. Not any more than that, though, as Viz, you didn't see it on my stream, but silently eliminates Twice. Cynic onto Austin, and again, going in 1 by 1 or Recon 5. Here comes Cobra next up at bat. He's going to swing and a miss, at least for Cobra. Viz hitting all the shots, and Jaspimp with $0 in his bank account, and really nothing to save here, nothing to lose. He's going to go ahead and use the one thing at his disposal, the knife. Try and make him some cash. Oh, he's been spotted.
Yeah, the second I saw Viz pick up the dualies, I'm like, he's going to be hunting with those, isn't he?
Yeah.
And, you know, look at that. Viz hunting with the dualies. And Triumph, they take the pistol. And just, oh dear, they're on the 12. And, well, the Deagles are out. At least one Deagle is out in the hands of Twice. An MP9 forced into the hands of Saturn. And another, oh, and okay, all right. Deagle's finally in, and a 5-7 in the hands of Austin. So they got to hope that these Deagles sing, because this is starting to get really, really awkward. Saturn pushing into the lobby. Oh, boy.
One by one they go. It's just... At Recon 5, they're just swinging for the hills. Like, we saw it... I mean, at least we. I was casting Rebirth the other day, and, I mean, they would do a similar, very individualistic style. Go at them. Go at them. But the thing is, Recon 5 are not fragging. That is the benefit of the run-at-you playstyle, is that you have the firepower to back it up. In Recon 5, it's not really working. As, I mean, the players are not hitting the shots. Twice has had a couple of great Deagle moments. Like, there's been some signs of life across the board, as Jasmine is going to try and go last resort into this bomb site to no avail. 13-4, but Recon 5, they're hitting at them one by one, and it's not working.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a pug from Recon 5, you know? Like, it doesn't seem like they're really jumping into these rounds with a solid game plan, except, hey, I'm gonna run at them and hut. Okay, you know? And it's like, maybe put that down to, you know, whether it be practice time or whatever, and they'll still have their shot at playoffs, but as I say that, farming up with the
but we got a little bit of taser action, some electric slide onto Cynic, but Saturn will get dealt a different fate. So unfortunately, Recon 5, what are they gonna do in this one? They're gonna go in and stack up, create a little bit of a totem pole, some architecture up here towards outside boxes. Now they're going to dismantle it, destroy the art. How rude. They don't appreciate it. Uh-oh.
Cooper instead, finishing up Cobra. 20 slash remaining, full health, and a Deagle. Not really much to save up here, except for that Deagle. He doesn't have any armor to really be holding on to, any utility to be holding on to. So maybe just playing for some people trying to get out of the A site, but there's nobody really there positioned to leave in that particular fashion. So Viz and Wills. Gets the first, so the money's starting to flow in. You're getting that kill cash, but it's only able to find one. Now put Triumph onto a 14th and one off of match point. And Twice doesn't even survive the round, so Deagle will go down. They do have plenty of money. On the deck.
Cobra. Was this a misbuy? This would be the most hilarious thing if this was a misbuy. I'd like to ask him that.
He's got armor.
He's got armor. He has. Maybe he's saved precisely for this. He's taking out the Dak. He's gonna be shooting some ducks with the semi-automatic. He's going up on top of garage as well. He's doing everything unorthodox in this one. And perhaps we'll see some automatic action as it's actually firing off with their nade. They nade him. Oh my gosh. He gets slam dunked. Were they expecting it? What did he like type in chat? Hey guys, I'm going top of garage with an auto.
Yeah, how do you... Dude, they nade stacked that. That's not a nade stack spot. Okay, Jazz will respond finally. It's a 3-on-3, so you're not in the worst position, but Twice getting taken out is going to put you in an even worse position. Jazz Pimp going down too. Saturn, 22 health. You're looking at match point. He's playing on the A site. 3 AKs, they're all low. They could all be taken down by just like kind of sending your mouse in a really crazy direction at their general direction.
But so is Saturn.
Send the information.
But so is Saturn. Saturn's low as well, and they're just going to be flying up heaven. Where is Saturn gone? He's still actually on this A bomb site. Cynic is going to be trying to take information, but the timing evades both of them for just a moment. Saturn turns at the best possible time. I think Cynic was trying to drop down without making a sound.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for the silent drop.
Yeah, but he forgot to look both ways before he crossed the street. Ooh, Saturn actually going to do it? I don't think he can with the M4, unfortunately. So his
I think you need the op.
Yeah, his position's also going to be known. They're going to both stand on top of the silo. They don't have any respect for him. I'm going to be amazed. Oh, he had a chance to line them both up. Viz on one point of health. 1 point of health there for Viz.
Hey, you remember when we were talking about those super tilting rounds where Triumph was like super low on health, or it was like really close, could have gone one way or another? We just had another one of those, and here we are, the buy for Recon 5. We've got the Negev in the hands of Cobra, MP9 in the hands of Austin, Jazzpimp on the FAMAS, Saturn on the M4, A4 and twice, picking up the old XM to try and make something happen. It's match point 15 to 4.
And here comes the it's just firing it off, and he's gonna lose his life instantly. First man dead. He reveals his position to everyone in the server, and he's gonna go down because of it. So no, not a lot of just a lot of nothing. So
I mean, we heard it for a little bit.
Okay, we heard it for a little bit. We got a little bit of satisfaction.
Oh, Austin.
But we will hear the MP9 ring out. Just perhaps a little bit of a skirmish going on towards Mini. So actually a man advantage despite Cobra taking out the big bad Negev.
Now, I would note the two players from Triumph are very separated. Bombs in the hands of Sheikh Zula here. So this does give Recon 5 an opportunity to pin that down. And it looks like they're maybe setting up for something here. Nope, Sheikh's just going to wait for his teammate to rejoin him. Oh, wait, no, he's in the lower site. So they're kind of trying to figure out where they can bait the bomb out to. So playing as a decoy, B-Wills, making as much noise as possible, and they'll bait all of the CTs down on the rotate.
They've gobbled the bait and the hook. And, okay, well, what? I'm surprised! Sheikh Zula, you could have just gone to the A side, but how is that a one-shot headshot with the XM? Sheikh Zula gets blasted, receives some broadside, and, well, B-Wills should just save.
No.
Sheikh Zula, he's like 700 IQ, but sometimes he just outplays himself. And
yeah, that was almost massive brain, but like he decided to go to the wrong bomb site. So it is what it is, I guess. Maybe expecting to, they were expecting the Recon 5. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't even save the gun over, but not really too much of an issue. They do have money to kind of dump over and pick up guns, but yeah, gosh, that's just I guess just outbrained. Expecting the Recon 5 rotations to be just that much faster, but I mean, yeah, they weren't. So here you are, 15-5. Recon 5 finally picking themselves up into another round. So they're start to chip away at their own loss bonus.
Oh, but it's Cynic with the brrr. He's gonna go in. Well, he might break down the door. He has the ability to. He has the facilities to break down the door. Instead, it's actually gonna be Cobra walking straight through it. And Cynic, is he serious? Is he short? It's a power loader, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's excellent.
I think Cynic is actually just trying to. Is he seriously jiggle peeking corners with the Negev? The worst possible weapons to jiggle peek a corner with. I
mean, are you telling me you don't jiggle peek with a Negev? I mean, that's pretty big brain if you're asking me. Cobra?
On for the ace? I mean, a far cry if you ask me, and indeed it will be the case. Jeez, Viz opening up ramp, and there's no one here at the lower bomb site. Twice is... No way!
That's the bomb!
Twice walked around the corner. He's like, okay, yeah, there's no one here. They're already down to the lower bomb site. And then he's like... And then on the side of his screen, he's like, there's Sheikh Zula.
He's just there.
Yeah.
Why is he just there?
It's like, how nice.
Dude, that was looking like such a done round, and now with that knife, you're revitalizing your economy on the CT side, especially because you're losing so many people, and that kill will give you even more, and now you're looking at a possibly one round. You've got CTs swarming around the bomb. Cynic, $0 in his pocket, maybe just looking to save this armor and save the AK,
this couldn't be all that bad. I mean, yeah, he's definitely off to save. Recon 5. Comeback season? I'd be very surprised. Twice just going out guns blazing, full Rambo mode. He wants frags. A little bit of a berserker's rage there after getting the knife kill, but he'll just get sat down.
Oh, Dak's back.
Okay, Dak is back in the server, ladies and gentlemen, and oh my gosh, Twice he dropped it to Cobra. Twice dropped his teammate on auto.
You
disgusting individual.
Hey man, you playing this round with that? I mean, you're dealing against. This is a little risky. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter what guns you buy because if you hand them
It's
over
going to
to
be the
other
fly
team-
into a sight, though. The Tech 9's doing damage, but the AK's all the same. So, okay. Could have gotten interesting there. Could have being the key word. And, oh, the auto ringing out is actually spamming
Cooper.
smokes. And
Cooper.
oh, oh no, yeah! Precision incision! Now he gets the auto and will twice receive his own gun's bullets. That is the question. Is he coming up the ladder? Indeed, he is. A little bit of whack-a-mole, but the auto doesn't seal the deal. Twice with an opportunity, potentially to get revenge. He gets shot at with his own auto. A just tragic story, and it might continue here if B-Wills finishes the job, and it looks like he might, but Twice is also ready for it. He's gonna drop into the bombs. A headshot is all that is needed for Twice, but B-Wills will finish it with one to the body, and that's gonna be it. A little bit of fun for Recon 5, because if you can't cry, you gotta laugh, and there you go. I mean, with that type of result, you gotta just have a little bit of fun while you're at it. It was really just hopeless with the, I mean, what really transpired towards the end of it, but they had a little bit of fun while they're at it. Triumph had some jest, but Recon 5, I mean, taking a beating. They got, I'm just gonna say, they got smacked in this series.
Oh,
I hate casting blowouts, by the way. I love casting competitive Counter-Strike. It gets you on the edge of your seat, but this one, there were a couple of rounds that were fun to cast and things like that. Like, you can kind of just go nonchalant and very relaxed about yourself, but now Recon 5, they're in a deep hole here when it comes to the playoff picture.
All right, so I do have the answer for that. And this loss was something that they could take. Now, is it something that they could take momentum-wise? That's another question to ask. So this makes the Rebirth matchup a must-watch, because this is going to be basically what decides the playoff spot. So coming into this next one, that's what that's what's going to matter is that game. So they still have a chance, but it's a must win. They've just taken 2 beatings in a row. You know, they just got absolutely annihilated by High Coast, annihilated by Triumph, and now here you are. Your only way in is by beating Rebirth and basically winning out. So not a good look if you're Recon 5 and a couple of weak showings, to be honest. And it's kind of it's given me very hard Third Impact vibes, if you ask me. Their kind of teams are at the same kind of stage where they just both kind of looked like they were right on the edge, but just stumbled across the line. So whether it be Rebirth or them that gets that spot, or even Secret Club if everything goes crazy, we'll yet to see. But I believe, let me figure out when that game is so we can give people a time to go see that. I believe that game is on Rebirth versus Recon 5. That is on the 18th for looking like 10 p.m. Eastern. So
sorry,
things are going to be interesting.
Yeah, and well, that's definitely a must-watch match tomorrow. Gosh, tongue twisters, I know, but well, definitely not gonna twist your tongue over there. It's Rebirth versus Recon 5 tomorrow. That is the must-watch match. If you're watching Premiere at all, if you pay attention to the North American scene, as we're beginning to wrap up the run to playoffs. And with this win, actually, Triumph have secured themselves first place in Group B. They have effectively, they've done it. Like they are your number 1 seed in Group B. Might have been a little bit shaky going here and there. I mean, taking a loss to, I believe that was Rebirth, right? They took a 2-1 loss to a team that they really shouldn't be losing to, but they still beat High Coast, and therefore they're at the top of the group, and we'll be seeing them as their number 1 seed when it comes down to playoffs, but there's still the playoff picture to really be shook on out. And with that, I'll let you guys watch the other broadcasters and see how the rest of the games shake on out. Thank you guys. Thank Triumph especially for bringing us on tonight. We had a blast casting. We had some fun rounds in and out there. Go ahead and give them a follow if you haven't already. I mean, if you're watching this stream, then you surely know.
So.
I would assume. So. I would definitely hope so. And if you don't,
also don't do what I did. Don't make your own shirt. Buy their merch.
Also, yeah, you can follow Mr. Jacob Halfman on Twitter. His @ is @Jacob Halfman, and mine.
That's the
I'm a guy. And my Twitter, it's really long. I'm not even going to bother to say it. I'm out of here. Thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I am out. And we're going to be sending this one to the ticker. Have a great rest of y'all's night. Adios.